All right, tackling consciousness today. So, this can be a big topic. So, why tackle it? Because last week's question, of course, spurred up a lot of questions. I got a lot of answers from everyone, and thank you for that. I love it. So, last week's question, of course, was do you believe our souls having a human experience or humans just having occasional, some humans get some soul experiences? And so, I wanted to talk about consciousness today because we all have egos. Yes, we have personalities, we have roles, we have titles, we have things we do in this lifetime. And often our ego can get very unaware in its human experience. Okay, so it can become very unaware of its own fears, its own insecurities, its own temptations, its own habits and behaviors. And so, or maybe it's perfectly aware of them, but completely unwilling to face them. Okay, so in this story of our life, right, we can self-sabotage ourselves, right? And then we make unconscious decisions that wreak havoc in our life. Okay, so what is consciousness? Consciousness is awareness. It's awareness, but not of anything in particular. It's an awareness of everything in general, right? Because when we the ego is focusing on particular experiences, right? Because consciousness is our thoughts, it is our emotions, it is our stories, it is our pains, our physical pains, our emotional pains. And so the ego likes to become very aware of things in particular. But the soul, because the soul is also consciousness, is aware of everything in general. So in the ego or in the personality or in the human experience, there's a lot of judgment. We live in a judgmental society. That's the way it is, right? We can't get away from that. The soul's experience is everything in general. It's more curious. Okay. So when we think about consciousness or awareness, what if we became more conscious or more aware of what our human experience is? What are we thinking? Just be curious. What am I thinking? What am I perceiving? What am I feeling? And then go beyond that. Go beyond the ego, go beyond those thoughts, go beyond what the pain maybe I'm feeling in my body. We don't have to believe everything we think. You don't have to believe everything you think or everything that you're feeling, because consciousness is also the soul. And consciousness as the soul has no belief, has no religion, has no gender, has no sexuality, has no race, has no age, has no nationality. It is just pure consciousness, pure awareness beyond the human experience. Okay. And so when we can become that much more aware of this consciousness beyond our human experience, well, that's when we find peace. That's why when life becomes better. Okay, so the ego is the overthinking mind, the self-sabotaging our own choices, right? It's the ego likes to hide our own weaknesses, but we live in duality. We live in duality. We have the human experience, we have the soul experience, right? We have the ego thoughts that put us in these roles, right? I am a mother or a father, or I'm a daughter or a son, or I'm a sister or a brother, right? And I am a teacher, or I am a, doctor, whatever it happens to be. We have these roles and we put ourselves in these roles, and that's the human experience. But we're also duality, we're also souls, where we have a body, but we're beyond that, right? There is no sexuality. There is no gender, there is no age, right? We're beyond that. So the duality is we have weaknesses. But what's on the other side of weakness? There's our strength. So when we're willing to maybe face our weaknesses or go beyond them or see beyond them, right? So not focus in on our weaknesses, but instead go beyond that and become aware of everything in general. On the other side of our weakness is our strength. On the other side of our pain in our body is health, is no pain, right? On the other side of our habits, or maybe our bad habits, or our good habits, right? On the other side of our fears is love. On the other side of our temptations is maybe our willpower, or maybe it's our desires, what we're really desiring. Desire is a good thing if you can get beyond the egoic, tunnel vision. Okay, so yes, we have thoughts, but we're so much more than our thoughts. Go beyond that particular thought into like this, the general sense of so much more. Okay, we have personalities, we have jobs, we have titles. Yes, we have personalities, but go beyond them. And this, of course, requires some stillness, some silence, some mindfulness, some meditation. Okay, so there's more to us than this mind, there's more to us than this body. There is more to us than what our current experiences. This is what we want to go beyond. Okay, so that's what this week's intention is all about. Be willing to tap into that curiosity, right? So be conscious of everything in general, not just something in particular. This allows us to go beyond those roles and those titles we have for ourselves. Go beyond the human experience, go beyond the ego, and be willing to know that we live duality. On the other side of everything we see that maybe we're not liking, on the other side of it is something that we really like, right? To go beyond, stop hiding from ourselves, stop hiding from what it is that we don't like in this world or don't like about ourselves. And because on the other side of that is what we do love in this world and what we do love about ourselves. Okay, so be curious, go beyond the ego and go beyond your titles and be aware. That's what the consciousness is about. We have the ability to go beyond when we become that much more aware. Become aware of your thoughts, yes, but you don't have to believe them. Not all of them. What do you want to believe? You get free will to believe in that negative thought, or you have free will to believe in the positive thought. Just go beyond it all and become very aware of everything in general. Okay, let's move the body. Let's tap into this consciousness. Okay, so let's start, roll the shoulders back, get things moving, do a little bounce. Feel your toes still touching, but feel your heels lifting. Can you tune into the awareness of your knees? Are they slightly bent? If you really became curious, could you feel the energy starting to increase in your body? Okay, and then from the bounce, let's shake things out. Shake out the right side or the left side of your body. Just shake it out. Become very aware. Just everything in general, the energy around you, the energy within you. What does it feel like to shake? How about march it out? Stand tall. Pick up a knee. Okay, so yes, in particular, we're touching the opposite knee. We're very particular of our awareness and the movement. But beyond that, everything in general. We're increasing our energy. We're aligning our energy within. Yeah, good. Okay, let's tap into our body. Let's come into this body and let's go, yeah, I have a body. Let's tap all the way down. Let's tap it. Yeah, I have body and it has aches and it has pains. Let's go over to the other side. But I'm so much more. What if I got beyond the aches and the pains? What's on the other side of the aches and the pains? No pain, no aches.